such a big baby. Oh my goodness, she's being so lovey-dovey right now. She only gets in one of these moods like once a month. How we doing, guys? All right, I gotta go check the script because I don't remember what I wrote down, and this is a very precarious situation, so I'm gonna have to let you go. Yeah, I know. Come on, let's hop down. Okay. Hello. So I am an American 20-something, and as an American 20-something, I was told that if I did not go to college, I would end up being a loser who would get no respect from people, and I'd probably end up being a bricklayer like my no-good, dirty, rotten father. Is that what you want, Tucker, huh? You want to serve fiends out your sock to get a scratch ticket? Is that what you want to end up being like? But now that I am out of college, and a lot of people my generation are done with college as well, we are all kind of realizing that that was, you know, a little bit of a scam. And I don't mean like the scam in the sense of, oh, the liberals are indoctrinating the youth, everyone's turning trans now. I mean like, we put a lot of money in this and got like friggin' nothing out of it. I mean, I feel like I spent more money on a piece of paper than the entire US government spent on the Civil War, and now I just have a piece of paper that just proves I'm a dumbass. So now that I am hardened and bitter due to the higher education system in America, I would like to break down all the reasons why college is kind of stupid. Go Blue Demons. So before we get into the brass tacks of the investment side of college and why it's absolutely terrible, I think we should address the social aspect of college, which is, you know, one of the main reasons kids go. American television and movies have really slammed the idea into our heads that college is a place where you go to frat parties and you meet lifelong friends and you do things that you're going to be telling your kids about for years to come. And while that's technically true, those things will happen a lot, and I would say the majority of college is hanging out and meeting people that you absolutely hate. There's a lot of that, so I feel like you should be more prepared. So I have done algorithms and maths to figure out the worst types of college students, and I will now present that to you in Dolby Digital 4K. Is that the smell of Grizz Wintergreen and the absolute lack of respect from someone's father? Well, it must be Frat Lord McGee. So you're gonna meet a lot of this type of guy, and you're gonna meet a lot of them if you went to a state school. Those places are swarming with them. But you know, a majority of them are just nice people who had a hard time getting into parties and making friends, and they wanted to pay for the luxury. I hate to be that honest about it, but that seems to be the case. And before I continue, I feel like I must mention the fact that I, Big Tugger III, wasn't a frat. I know. I know. I don't really have all the time to explain what happened, but I was kind of forced to be in it. I mean, due to roommate restrictions and housing sanctions, it was just a weird situation to be a part of. But I wasn't a frat, so I have a lot of background knowledge of these type of people. And one of these types of people, Frat Lord McGee. So we're gonna talk about him real quick. Frat Lord McGee is a frat guy who is trying really hard to be a frat guy. Does that make sense? Just posting Instagram stories with like that one finger up pose for some goddamn reason, making alcoholism a personality trait, and going to things called formals and pretending like they're not adult proms. These are the classic characteristics of a Frat Lord McGee. And if you're in there frat with them, you're probably golden. I mean, maybe they'll bully you a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're brothers. You're brothers, it doesn't matter, we're always gonna be together. But if you're not in the frat with him, and you don't know him at all, I wish you the best of luck, because he's gonna be at the bar, and after midnight, he's gonna turn his lack of game and lack of parental appreciation and just beat the shit out of someone. Throw a hard gut punch into the first nerd he sees, which was me a lot of the time. Also, I'm not gonna say what frat I was in, because they'll come for me. They'll come and chew me up. Up next are my least favorite people I ever met at college, and I know it's weird that I'm putting them second and not last or first, whatever, fuck it. It's rich kids. Oh my god, they're the worst people. I'm not even gonna give them a cute nickname like Frat Lord McGee because I don't want to put mental effort into these assholes. I hate them. I mean, these people were genuinely the bane of my existence in college. I came from a family that believed in things such as couponing and sneaking snacks into a movie theater. These guys showed up knowing what a Roth IRA was or how much money was in their parents' inheritance. I don't even know what I'm gonna get in my inheritance. Probably dead. They just have no concept of what it means to be a college student, aka being poor for a very long time and being very much in debt. That's right by their head. If I called my father and asked for money and I wasn't in a hospital, he would fly out and put me in a goddamn hospital. There's no such thing as fun money in the Lingren household. Money is a scary thing that we talk about very little. And oh my god, the spring breaks these people go on. I didn't go to one spring break my entire college career. You know why? Because who's got money like that? They go to places like Fort Lauderdale or Europe and then they act like they're poor. That's the worst part about these people. Worst part about rich college students, they try and be poor with you. They try and lie. They try and sneak around, little snakes in the grass. It's bullshit. They'll bitch and moan about, oh my God, we're so broke, everybody. Whoa, oh my God, life is so hard. But they're actually complaining about how daddy doesn't give them 10K a month, they get 5K a month. I'm over here figuring out how much ramen a man can eat in a month before he dies. This is a different level. I don't know, I think we need a class war. On to the next one. Up next, we have the boners. Now, the boners are smart nerds who are dicks about being smart nerds. And as a dumb nerd, that makes me mad. These are the people who go to college to become scientists or doctors or engineers, and you know, that's cool. You know, you're gonna change the world probably, or you're doing it because your parents are overbearing, but not my monkey, not my circus. But for some reason, these kids electively take these very hard courses, and then they make how hard the course is your problem. The hell is even that, dude? Listen, I was a communications major, and that is a major that is known for not even being a little bit hard, ever even a little bit. I picked this major because I don't like thinking too hard, and I want to be able to talk real good and make no money. And I ended up doing one of those things. But am I gonna make my bullshit degree and lack of financial stability someone else's problem? No. I'm gonna lay in my dog water bed because I made the dog water bed and now I have to lay in it. I'm not gonna push it onto somebody else. The STEM majors are a group of people who, anytime you complain about how difficult your college career is going, they turn it into a big dick pissing contest, which I did not sign up for. If you have a degree in something that's not gonna change the world and you say something like, oh, my final was pretty hard, they'll hit you with, oh yeah, I had to find the weight of a carbon atom in a cadaver under the hot summer sun while my grandfather whipped me. Like, well, holy shit, all right, dude, you win. I was just fucking venting for a second. Listen, you're struggling now so you can make money in the future, and I'm not struggling now so I don't make money in the future. All right, let me complain about my little pile of poo before you start bitching about shit mountain, all right? And then we have one of my least favorite groups of people in the entire American college system, which is the study abroaders, which are absolute douchebags. How to find someone who studied abroad. Step 1, strike up a conversation with any random stranger. Step 2, just wait 10 seconds, because they'll tell you immediately, because they're assholes about it. They really love to smear it in your poor hillbilly face how much culture they've accepted into their hearts because, what, they spent 6 weeks in a country where they never learned the language fully and were a general nuisance to every native near them? These people suck so much. No, Sarah, Istanbul is not your second home. It's a place where you go and everyone hates you for a little bit. That's what Istanbul is to you. Oh my God, do you even know how to speak whatever they speak in Istanbul? I bet not. I mean, American college students go to France and act like it's a good thing. People in France hate everybody. You think they don't hate American college students? Stop living in a lava land. The French hate us. Get out of here, you silly American, with your McDonald's and your Oh, that took a turn. That wasn't even French at the end there. Do you guys like how I did the French thing? I wore a fancy shirt and I rolled a cigarette. It's a cigarette. Speaking of studying abroad, are you in a different country? And you don't have the websites you love so dearly? Oh well, boy, let me tell you about Surfshark. With Surfshark's VPN service, you can be in France and set your location to America, and you can go on the American websites. It's the future. You know what a VPN is? It's amazing. You're stuck in France and you're trying to get the daily news and you're seeing things like the Le Monde and the Charlie Hebdo, whatever the hell that is. You go on that, you make it American. And that's what it does. And you can go on Netflix, American Netflix, you can get the things you actually deserve, and you can watch them in French subtitles so you feel fancier. You can also feel safe browsing the web with Surfshark because they got military-grade encryption, which will keep you safe and sound. Military-grade. How badass does that sound? No one's gonna find out what you're doing on the internet. No one. I mean, were you watching a new Marvel movie? That's kind of pathetic. It got bad after Endgame. Focus up. So what are you waiting for? Download Surfshark today. You get 3 months free if you download the 24-month subscription plan using this QR code up here, or if you click the link down below and use the promo code. You don't know how many takes that took for me to say. Oh my God, I'm French. All right, now that that ad read is over, let's talk about another aspect of college life that absolutely sucks, which would be the college dorms. If you're unfamiliar for some reason, dorms are student housing on college campuses where usually freshmen will stay, or freshmen and sophomore, or some people the full 4 years. I think only Mormons do that though. So the dorms are gonna be one of the first places you're gonna be sharing a laundry room with other people, which is great because you and I both know at this age, we're gonna be renting for the rest of our lives. It's a good lesson to learn. However, some people, because their mommy did their laundry for them their whole lives, they don't know laundry room etiquette. It's me. My mommy did my laundry for me. So here's what you do. You go downstairs, you find a laundry machine that is open, which God forbid you can because people don't follow laundry room etiquette. You pop it open, throw your stuff in there, put the soap in, close it, pay the troll toll, and then you walk away and set a timer on your phone. That way, when your laundry is done, right, you'll be able to go down and take it out. because other people need to use the laundry. I'll give you 20 minutes, 20-minute grace period to figure your shit out and go get your laundry. But after that, I was the person who would scoop it all out, put it on the dirty fucking floor. I don't give a shit. Everyone has to use these machines. You're not the Princess Diana, all right? I gotta wash my gross clothes too. People used to get mad at me for that. You might get mad at me down in the comments. I don't care. This is not your goddamn laundry room. I've got a lot of gross stains in gross places, and I need to get that shit handled now. The next part of the dorm experience that will mentally break you is the RAs, otherwise known as resident assistants, or a really awful person that's gonna be a narc, and I'm gonna stop typing this all out, but they're like 1 year older than you, and their job is to be the fun busters because they didn't have any fun in their dorm rooms, and now they wanna make sure you don't either. God, they suck. I mean, sure, you might get lucky and get like a really cool RA who is like an older sibling that's just there to make sure you don't overdose and slide your nudie mags under the door. But the majority of them are dorks who were dorks, and now they want to make that your problem by going on power trips. Drinking a couple Bud Lights while playing Mario Kart in your dorm room, citation. Smoking a little herb with the boys and listening to the Pink Floyd album for the first time. They're calling the cops. We have no place for that here at DePaul University. Bullshit. I mean, Jesus Christ, most dorm rooms have a policy where they can do random screening. So your RA can just go knock, 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 we're coming in, and go through your shit like you're some kind of like college prisoner. It's horrible. Who wants that? Actually, funny story, and I'm gonna leave names out to protect the innocent, but one time when I was in college, I had a really good friend named Teeny. I already immediately fucked that up. But it turns out that roommate actually bought a pound of weed the day before, so he just wanted to get caught with the eighth so they would stop looking in the room. So that's pretty nuts. Oh my God, yeah, dorms do fire drills. Like you're some kind of permanent resident at an elementary school. It's insane. And they never tell you when they're gonna be. They're just like randomly assigned at random times, and you can just be naked. I was naked twice. I was naked twice for 2 different fire drills while I was in the dorms. For different reasons, but I was wet both times, and I had to put clothes on that didn't really fucking, it's gross. I hated the dorms. I had a lot of fun, but it was a really dog shit experience. So another thing that I take issue with in college is college sports, to a degree. I mean, there's multiple problems with it, like emission scandals and not paying the athletes. I think they figured that out maybe, but regardless, the one thing I take the most issue with is the mascot. This is a stupid part of the video, but I need you to stick around because it's something I'm really passionate about. Does every college need a mascot? No is the immediate answer. For instance, I went to DePaul University, and DePaul University is the largest Catholic school in the nation, and for some reason, our mascot is a big blue demon, which makes zero goddamn sense. I guess the backstory is that our old team name used to be the D-Men, like the DePaul Men, which it's hilarious in its own right, but it's terrible all front to back. It's all awful. So that made me think about all the other dumbass mascots that are out there, so I would like to present to you the dumbest mascots I could find, and we should all laugh at them and realize that this is a weird little ritual we do in American schools. Up first is University of North Carolina School of Arts, and their mascot is a pickle. What are we doing? I tried to research it and I could find no explanation for why this school's mascot is a pickle, but it has a little mustache. It looks devious. I don't know. It's all, just don't have a mascot if you're gonna be this stupid. Then we have Evergreen State College, which little fun fact, there is no state called Evergreen, but and their mascot is a geoduck. Now, I didn't know what a geoduck was, and then I Googled it, and I wish I didn't because it's the penis of the sea. I'll give it to them. The mascot version of the clam penis is a lot cuter, but you just don't have a mascot. That's the main point I'm trying to make here. Then we have Dartmouth University, which is a Ivy League school, and their unofficial mascot is Keggy the Keg, which is just, it's glorifying alcoholism, and I think that's okay. You'll notice I said unofficial mascot, because that's the mascot that they, the kids like, but the real mascot is the Indian. So I understand why they had to switch it up a little bit. And then we have Western Kentucky University, whose mascot is Big Red. And it's not an animal, it's just an idea. It's just a big red blob. It reminds me of a menstrual cycle. Bad mascot, why are you using that? The University of Arkansas's mascot, the green weevil, is that what it is? The green boll weevil? The hell is this, dude? It looks like a terminally ill version of Squidward. And then they also have like a little sexy version of it for the dads. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, I'm done with that segment. But what the hell? I don't like mascots. It's such a stupid thing. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of this video, which is the college degrees. Now nothing defines a college student more than the degree they decide to take. And I've gone to college, so I've seen them all, sister. And each degree carries its own stereotypes and lifestyles that I would like to now make fun of And if you're one of these and you get upset by it, just understand that I don't care. Please do not comment. Thank you so much. Culinary degrees. Now, I think that this is one of the coolest degrees you can have. At the end of the day, even if you can't get a job with your degree, you can still make like a bomb chicken Alfredo. And that's real world skills that you're gonna apply to your real world life. But at the end of the day, I am confused as to how this discipline is graded. Like, I understand there's some food science going on, but is your final just like who makes the yummiest thing? That confuses me. Cool major though. Next, literature. Okay, so this one is dumb to me. Every major has to read books, but you read books to read books, and then you read books about reading books? Stupid. What are you doing? I don't want to use the word nerd, but I didn't read enough books to know more words. So you're a nerd. Next, film students, you pretentious pieces of shit. I hate film students so much. This is coming from someone who has a lot of good friends who are film majors, but Jesus Christ, I mean, what are you doing? You're paying up to 40 grand a year for something that you could get for like a $10 subscription to Netflix, and I've taken film classes before because I was a communications major and it doesn't matter what I do. And you know when you're in middle school and the teacher's hungover and she rolls in the TV and you watch a movie for the day? It's that every class period, and then you just discuss the movie. It's a joke. Theater majors, I feel so bad for you that I'm not gonna make fun of you. Next, computer science majors. Okay, you guys are wicked smart, I'll give you that. And at the end of the day, I think that you guys are gonna end up making the most money out of any major. That's just my personal belief, but just know that AI is gonna take all our jobs, but they're gonna take your job first. Next, finance majors, you guys suck. You guys suck, dude. Jesus Christ. You wear Vineyard Vines and you have your laptop open to some weird stock page that I don't understand on the subway, and you're just a capitalist pig. I met a lot of finance majors in college that I didn't like, and now I'm just reflecting that in this video. Next, pre-med. Yeah, I have met enough pre-med college students to know that I have no more faith in doctors. You guys have a super stressful major and you take that out on your bodies by using a bunch of illegal substances. One of my pre-med friends in college, he did a bunch of coke off of a bathroom toilet seat in a bar, and I watched him do it. I don't trust you people. Next, lawyers. If I don't trust doctors anymore, holy hell do I not trust lawyers. Some of the dumbest people I know became lawyers, and you guys drink so much. You guys are all alcoholics, dude, and I get it. You're reading like some of the worst transcripts on earth about the most horrific crimes, but you know, yeah, it's a major that scares the shit out of me. However, I will keep all of your phone numbers in my phone because when I get into some sticky shit, I'm gonna need your help. Now let's talk about the money, the thing I've been alluding to the entire video and how much of a scam college is. I'm gonna be looking at my phone for this segment because there is a lot of numbers and I don't have the brain capacity to remember them without looking at my phone. The average student loan debt in America is $37,575, okay? Are you following me so far? Average accommodation cost is $10,000 per year for 4 years, which is another $40,000. So the average college experience costs $77,575, not including travel, not including books, supplies, and all the other money you wasted ordering drunk pizza and getting hammered with your boys, and then put interest on top of that. We're all holding the shit stick right now. Not a good investment we made. So I've compiled a bunch of things you could have done with that money instead of, you know, going to college and wasting it. And some of these things are absolutely insane. Number one, you could have bought an elephant. You can buy an elephant with the money you went to college with. And then with the extra money left over, you could have bought a couple monkeys, then you can build a zoo, and then your life's the movie, We Bought a Zoo, and then you can probably make money off of that. Better than fucking whatever dumbass degree you ended up with. You can buy an entire town in America for the money you spent on a college education. Well, like a ghost town, but you could still own a lot of property. There's an old silver smelting town in California called Swansea, and it cost 70 grand for the first buyer. You could own that entire ass town instead of having a theater major, you dumbass. You can buy a kilo of gold for 60 grand. That's gonna appreciate a little bit more than that degree, that piece of paper that some dumbass signed wearing a funny hat. You can buy that much gold. You should have just bought that much gold. And then with the 17 grand you have left over, you can build a little base for it. Have booby traps, trap some people, you'll attract super villains, and all of a sudden, you got a movie on your hands. You can write a script. It's just such a waste of money. I feel like everyone in the comments who's gone to college, there's gonna be like 3 of them that'll be like, I used my degree right out of college. And they probably went to their dad's office. Everyone's getting screwed right now with the college education system. But you can take everything I said and ignore it, go to college, do what you want. I'm not trying to make anyone stupider. I'm just trying to let you know that the decision you're making is kind of stupid. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell my kids when they decide they wanna go to college. Go to a community college for like 2 years, figure out what the hell you're doing, then go to a real college, save some money, get that degree. If you go to community college, you get the real degree at the end if you go to a real college. So it doesn't even fucking matter. And now I'm gonna use everything I learned in my communications degree to tell you to like, comment, and subscribe. Because a call to action is something I learned in communications class, and I don't really know what it means, but I think it's what this is. So go ahead and do that, and thank you for watching this video. If you want more of them, you gotta do all 3 of those things. All right. Holy shit, this is such a fucking bummer to make. Good lord.